Oh shit. What's up? What's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Queen, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my throat. It's just dry. Yes, yes, yes. I missed you guys, man. We had a nice little hiatus, nice little break. I don't know how nice it's been, but we've had a little break. We've had a short vacay, so now we're back, right? Ready to continue on. Hopefully, you guys have been continuing on. Y'all know water is life. Y'all, please do your girl, do your girl a solid favor when you come in here. Like this video for me. Share this video. Share this live. Is it low? Okay. Oh, there we go. Is that better? I have my microphone in. Hopefully it's not a bunch of noise when I was grabbing it. So let me know if you can hear me okay now. Loud and clear. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome. Today is a good day because I feel good. It's not even about our word today. It's more so just really about the message. The message by way of energy. Not even words, you know what I mean? Like, we have this way of communicating and sending out messages by way of thoughts and energy. So when I say today is a good day because of the message, it's because my energy, man, I'm sending y'all out so much. Um, it's more than positivity. Like, what I'm sending out, what I'm feeling is a level of confidence that just is unfuckwittable. And that's what I'm sending. What I'm feeling is a level of love, self love. You know what I mean? Just, I feel so great with me. I'm sending out that energy, and I hope y'all feel the same way. I hope by the end of this particular episode, if you don't feel like that at the beginning, you'll feel like that at the end, because both George Benson and Whitney Houston said it the motherfucking best. The greatest love of all is self love, baby. The greatest love of all is having your dignity, your pride, your self respect. And that's the shit I'm sending out. That's the energy, the message I'm sending out today. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Get Paid with Creative Nomad show. Man, we're just spreading love, light, and upliftment. That's what today and every fucking episode is about, right? So, our word today is imbue. Imbue is inspire, to inspire or permeate with something, like to fill something with. You know what I mean? Like a feeling or emotion or aroma, but to be imbued with or by something, right? So, with the level of vibration that I'm sending out, my intention is to imbue. My intention is to also constantly be thinking about or constantly be imbuing, right? The level of inspiration, of um, momentum, I guess, for lack of a better word. You know what I mean? We're coming to the end of this year. I feel like many people have maybe just completely dropped their goals or lost sight of their goals, and now we're in the last quarter. You know what I mean? We're in the last what? Yeah, like the last 2 quarters. These are the last 2 quarters of the year. We're in the third quarter right now. So now now is the time. If you're not already there, now is the time to be into 2021. Now is the time. Our plans, our written plans, our written daily agendas need to be in 2021 already. You know what I mean? Like, we can't still be figuring out September, October. You know what I'm saying? And if you are, okay, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just realize that, you know, you got to pick up the pace. Whatever has been on you, whatever you've been feeling that has slowed you down, again, find something. Find something that you can be imbued with. You know what I mean? Find something that will reignite your fire, that will reignite your passion, that will reignite your fucking acceleration, you know? And y'all know, like I say in every episode, I'm saying this to myself first, and then I'm speaking to everyone else. You know what I mean? We all have to start by keeping ourselves accountable and then help keeping one another accountable. You know what I mean? When I always say and hashtag aspire to inspire, imbue. That's what it means. You know what I mean? We have to be more selfless while being selfish. Our looking out for ourselves should automatically benefit others around us, whether it's our direct family, children, or our nation of people. It should benefit other people just by us benefiting ourselves, improving ourselves, doing something that will increase our value, our, self value, our self worth, as well as our net worth. Someone else should benefit from that. That is being, I'm just making this shit up, selflessly selfish. I don't know if there's something put together about being selflessly selfish, but as far as I know, I just put that shit together, and this is what I feel like I try my best to live by example of. You know what I mean? Because I've been using that hashtag aspire to inspire at least since maybe a year or so after I've been on Facebook, at least maybe since 2009. You know what I mean? And that is the goal. That is just, something to keep me thinking about my actions, my words, my thoughts, no matter what they are. It's always okay. Can I look back on that and feel like I should be ashamed of myself? Or will I look back on that and feel like, okay, yep, I mean, I could have replaced a couple of words or whatever, but the message that I was sending out is exactly the message I was trying to deliver. And that is very, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. Even once you feel like you've mastered it, it still takes work because every situation is going to be different. Every scenario is going to be something different, from who you're interacting with to your location to whatever it may be. So the focus should always be benefiting yourself, because with that you will be benefiting others. You will be inspiring someone else. Watching someone else will inspire you, you know? When you go to do something, it should be somewhere there should be a thought of, will this inspire someone? Will this send out the message that I'm trying to really deliver? You know what I mean? It can't just be haphazard or half-assed or just thrown together. It has to be something that, at least when people say, if one person, I genuinely feel like they mean that, because that's really from the heart. If you've ever, like, I don't, let me give a different type of analogy. As a makeup artist, I've done several, I've been in several situations doing a lady's makeup, whether it was a bride or a special occasion event, or no matter what it was. For me, anytime a woman, I have to dab and keep her from crying, because when she just looks at the work that I did on her face and used her face as my canvas, and all the emotions that comes up, and just from her looking at her face or looking at her hair and makeup, she sees all of her possibilities. She sees her potential. That shit right there, that is worth more than any fucking payment I ever received. To me, being able to ignite that kind of passion or inspiration in someone, you know what I mean? And then for them to keep that momentum, to keep that feeling afterwards, and actually start doing something, or pick up something that they dropped because of whatever, or start doing something that they always wanted to do that they felt like they weren't capable of, but just seeing themselves made up professionally, and still looking like them. Like, for me, the only thing I can guess is that they actually saw themselves living in that dream life that they just put to sleep. That is, that to me is one of the biggest ways of imbuing someone that I've ever been a part of, that I've ever had the pleasure of being on the giving end of. Like, that's just amazing to me. And this is what I'm saying. Anytime I ever worked on my skills or paid extra for an advanced course, an advanced class, makeup, hair, it doesn't even matter. The hours I spend studying, no matter what it is, even right now to this day, the fact that because I do this benefits other people, you see what I'm saying? But my focus is on sharpening my skill, or enhancing my knowledge, or increasing my knowledge, or expanding my knowledge, or my vocabulary, or whatever it may be. It's going to benefit someone else. And at the end of the day, that will make me feel better than any fucking dollar amount could. That's all I'm saying. And that to me is the biggest measure of getting paid. Because once you get the bag, when you've achieved that level of success, you'll know how to maintain that bag. You'll know how to constantly increase that bag. You know what I mean? As well as increasing and enriching other people's lives. You know what I mean? And there's nothing more powerful than that. That is like the fucking best shit ever. That's the best shit ever, because when you're just selfish, when it's just about you, then you're doing shit that only benefits you. You're doing things that nobody else can even be inspired by, because this is specific to you and for you. That's it. Nobody else can benefit from it. Whether because you choose not to use it for anyone else so that no one else could benefit from it, and you just, you know what I mean, just keep it and do everything to and for yourself, nothing's going to last that way. Nothing's going to last. Everything we do has to be for the benefit of someone that's going to come after us. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So if you want to win, if you want to get paid, really attach yourself to being imbued and to imbuing others. Really attach yourself to the fiber of humanity that just connects us all. You know what I mean? Candace and I had a conversation earlier, just back and forth in snippets. Um, and we were talking about, I was telling her some of the just nonsense and bullshit in this unhealthy environment that I live in, right? That when I come on camera, I don't show you guys any of that. I don't have it on me. I don't keep the energy on me. I don't keep it in my mind. I don't keep any of it on me. And that is because I control what I can control, which is me. The only thing I can control is me. I can't control none of the bullshit around me, none of the nonsense around me, none of that shit. But I can control me and my part in it, right? And when my mouth open, trust and believe. Every fucking body around me wish it had not. So that is why I stay in my lane. I stay to myself and I control what I can control, because at the end of the day, the goal, the goal, the goal, the goal, the goal, the goal, I'm always focused on the goal. Not any motherfucker around me that is not a part of the plan. You know what I mean? You can only benefit those that are meant to be benefited. You know what I mean? And just because you're in a space, it doesn't mean that you have to allow that space to attach itself to you. Because the goal, the purpose, the plan, the focus, right? And the fact that everything we speak about is about being healthy, vibrating on this level, right? It's not about any get back or anything like that. I could care less than less about what anyone thinks of me that doesn't know me or that isn't a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to control our circle. We have to control our energy. We have to control ourselves, because that's all we can do. So when that is your focus, period, you will stay in the thought of, I need to constantly be inspired so that I can inspire. You know what I'm saying? So if that means, like for me, living in a co-living house, if that means for me focusing on so hard on and in my business, whether I'm creating something or whether I'm working on, the logistics, whether I'm working on the marketing, all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? The non-pretty stuff. And I'm like in my room or in my bunk all day, just getting cross-eyed, working on computers and writing and whatever it may be. This is what I need to do to stay focused and to stay inspired. If I gotta listen to fucking Dame Dash, because that's my guy, and I've been fucking with him heavy for 20-some years, but my mindset wasn't on the bag. My mindset back then was on me. You know what I mean? Developing me, because I need the wisdom so that I can keep the bag when I get it. For me, I couldn't chase the bag because I had to learn, I had to chase the wisdom. For me, that's the order I needed to do it in. And it's funny, like when I listen to The Richest Man in Babylon, the son, he said, had he sought wisdom first, because his dad gave him 10 years to go out. He gave him a bag of gold, and he gave him the tablet with the uh, 5 laws of gold. So he ended up running through the gold, thinking he knew, about money and how to increase it. Ended up broke. Ended up broke with nothing. But this was before the 10 years, right? So then, okay, he really wanted to live up to his father's um, expectations of him. So said, okay, let me go to this tablet of wisdom. And at the end of the 10 years, when he went back to his dad, he said, had I sought the wisdom first, I would have kept the goal that you gave me and knew how to increase that. So at the end of the 10 years, you know what I mean? He would have been even more on top than he was. And what he ended up doing, he paid his dad back the bag of gold of equal weight that what he gave him, and he paid him back 2 bags of gold for the tablet of wisdom, teaching him about the laws of gold to prove that the wisdom is worth more than the actual gold itself. You see what I'm saying? So that is why, like when Candace and I were speaking earlier, when I told her that, because we talk offline a lot, and she's one of the links in the P&A chain. So we discuss things that I don't discuss openly on the show, right? So I was just giving her a rundown of all the things that you guys have not seen in the 3 months or however long I've been living here. Um, and I would say, yeah, because I started these episodes here in this house. So since I've been living here, and as I was telling her, she was like, I never would have guessed, besides the one time when I didn't put my backdrop up and you guys saw my former roommate just walking back and forth, and I ended up telling you guys, that was irritating because before, at that time, she was never around, so it was deliberate. And Candace was like, I would have snapped. I would have snapped. I would have either snapped live on the show or had to end it, but I would have snapped. And I felt that. I felt that. However, for me, I I have to stay focused on the goal. And giving you guys that type of energy, for one, that doesn't work for me, right? For two, that contradicts my entire message. And for three, snap, crackle, and pop, okay? And for three, I really walk it like I talk it. Like I live it. And I've been living it for years. So for me now, delivering this message feels so necessary, like I've said before, because I have been living it. And now I'm on the road and am actively building my wealth. So now is the time before I get there. Because, like I said, when I'm searching, I only see people after they're there already. You know what I mean? After they've already become a household name or them becoming a household name. Just like it's going to be for the people that don't know who I am or don't watch these episodes now. By the time they get it, right? By the time they start watching it, because they have sought it out now, because now my name is all through the household, you guys will have benefited more because like you are seeing me now. You're seeing that, oh, okay. And when we have conversations about my life off live, you know what I mean? The shit that I don't talk about, the shit that I don't post about, the energy that I don't give, any life to, then people can say, okay, okay, this is what it's like. You guys see firsthand. I walk it like I talk it. I walk it like I talk it. And I have to because I'm focused on my fucking goals. I got shit to do. Like I said, Corona couldn't be the reason that I not achieve the shit I set out to achieve by the end of this year. These motherfuckers cannot be the reason that I not meet my goal. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. because everywhere around me, whether online or I don't know, when I go to the beach, but anywhere, it's like there's inspiration anywhere. And this is what I have to attach myself to. This is what I have to be imbued with. You know what I mean? That energy that Damon John gives out, that self confidence to keep my self confidence up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think he don't listen to nobody? You think he don't have his whoever he listened to? You know what I'm saying? When I'm on Trapper Tuesdays, when I'm getting that stock market insider knowledge from Wall Street Trapper. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't have time to watch TV. That's not inspiring. I don't have time to um, just sit up and laugh all day. I got shit to do. That's not going to get me to my goals. You know what I mean? I work and I smoke. I create. I build. I work. I smoke. I create. I build. That's it. And I deflect negative energy. That's it. You know? And through all of that, I inspire people. I don't even need to say I hope to because I know that I do. I know that I do, both online and in person, because that is my intent. That is my intent, to be inspired and to inspire others. So I won't ever give up. I won't ever quit. I won't ever um, stop, period. I won't ever stop. So, you know, each generation, it's like we need we need to see the achievers. We need to see the underdogs achieve. We need to see the villains win. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that because usually the villain is going against the crooked ass government. So I'm always for the villain, mostly. You know what I mean? And we need to see the villain or the ones being villainized win, right? The ones who aren't the actual villains, but they're the ones that are portrayed as the villains. We need to see more of us win. You know what I mean? We need to see more of us smile in photos. For real. Like what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? This is kind of a side note, but I don't know if you guys know, but I have a lot of Africans in my life. I was married to an African. My last exes were African, and from a teenager, I went to high school. I had a crush on quite a few Africans. We knew I've just always been that little African girl, okay? And one thing that always stuck out to me is typically in pictures, in photos, Africans do not smile. The women, the men, it's just, they just take a picture. They just capture a photo of themselves. You know what I mean? However they are. It's just capture a photo of themselves. That's it. No smile, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just how they are. Now, I'm talking about, like, of course, now in 2020, you'll see, a lot of the younger Africans, the younger fashionable African women that, maybe um, rock more American gear or really, I don't want to say Americanized, but just kind of make more fashion or more trendy their traditional African garments. So, yeah, they smile and stuff like that. But when you look at like the elders and old photos, of African families and different things like that, they're not smiling. They're just, and it's not that they're not happy or anything, but it just makes me think like, where did that come from? Where was it? I don't know. Where did it come from? The whole smiling in photos. You know what I mean? It's got to be an American thing. It's got to be an American Western type of thing. I don't know. But with that being said, it would be nice to see more of us smiling. you know? Because to me, that represents more of us feeling light because we're owners, right? Ownership. So that gives us confidence, that gives us esteem, that gives us motivation, encouragement, empowerment, all these things. So it's just like the corners of your mouth just turn up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I don't have any other reason to not smile, you know? So that's why I'm either going to win or I'm going to win. Period. Period. Because that's the fucking goal. And nothing can be an excuse or a reason as to why you didn't reach the fucking goal. You know what I mean? If you think about it as you're in a race, you're on a fucking track team, you're not just running and because five people get ahead of you, what, you just stop? Who does that? Can you imagine seeing that in the Olympics? Can you imagine watching and seeing that? You would talk about that mofo so bad. So bad. For like, you're on live TV, you're in the Olympics, you're in the middle of a race, and you just stop? You just stop because people are ahead of you? Like, you're giving no thought to your own effort. You giving no thought to your own training. You know what I mean? You just gonna give up on yourself. You don't even want to know what it feels like to even cross that finish line. And then because you crossed the finish line in 10th place, now you set a new goal for yourself and you continue on. That is not failure. That's not failure. Failure is if you stop in the middle of the fucking race because Corona or these motherfuckers or whatever. That is failure. That right there is not inspirational. You know what I mean? That is not the goal. Period. So, aspire to inspire. Aspire to inspire. And let that be your light. Let the fact that you're doing it for the generation after you be the reason why you don't fucking stop. Let the fact that someone is always watching you, whether you know it or not, be the reason that you don't fucking stop. Let that be the reason. Don't let all this bullshit be the reason that you quit. Let that be the fucking reason that you don't quit. Period. Iron sharpens iron, metal sharpens metal. Like, this shit has to be tough because like I spoke about in, I don't even know which episode, but the person that I need to be up here, the person that I need to manage a thriving business is not this person right here right now. This person right here right now is working on herself and her business and her goals to be the person that is managing and running a thriving company. Period. You see what I'm saying? So with that, how fucking dare I, for the next generation, how dare I allow any of this shit be the reason? I mean, any of it. Corona, any of it. Quarantine, any of it. Any of it. How dare I allow any of that to be the fucking reason that I just throw in the towel and say, fuck it? No. No. Let every little bit of progress be an inspiration to you. Let every little bit of momentum that you gain be an inspiration for you to go harder and do more and get up a little bit earlier the next day because you know what? I'm inspired. I'm going to do this. That's it. The shit is not going to be handed to us. It is not going to. No one ever created a comfortable life for themselves, whatever that is for them, by being lazy or doing the bare minimum, or not being inspired, or not inspiring others. You know what I mean? Period. Be selflessly selfish. Do the work, get the shit done, and do more the next day. And do more the next day. I mean, the shit doesn't stop until we get to a point to where now our money is working harder for us than we are working harder for our money. That is when, but by then, you're so in the game, you know what I mean, that you don't stop because now does it really feel like it just feels like you're just pedaling to keep it going, you know, because now you got the pedals on the easy, you know, barely any momentum at all, barely any resistance at all, and so you can just cruise through, but you still gaining momentum, you still picking up speed because now your money is the momentum, your investments are the momentum, all that shit is now what's pushing you, the wind, all of this shit. So we just have to grind it out until we get to that part. That's it. And at that point it's just maintaining, but by then the shit should be so much fun because now we're in a better circle, we're in a different tax bracket, you know what I mean, we're able to live more on our terms. So like I wouldn't have to be just sitting in LA, I wouldn't even have to be in LA at all because I think the weather sucks and I do not like it at all. So you know, I wouldn't even need to be here at all, period. I can choose to come here if I want, but there's so many more beautiful places with way better weather. I wouldn't even need to come to LA for anything. You know what I mean? Because it's nasty, it's dirty. There's homeless everywhere, even in the rich areas. Like there's tents and homeless people all over California. Beverly Hills, yep, they're there too. All these other Malibu, they're every fucking where, everywhere, everywhere. And I don't like it. I don't like the sight of it. I don't like that. I get it now. I get it now. The extreme contrast of rich and poor in LA, it's so extreme that they send that message out that this is a fabulous place, but it isn't. Like California is so fucking average. It's just that extreme wealthy. You have an extreme amount of wealth here, an extreme amount of wealthy people. So, you know, they do fabulous shit, and it's nice. It's nice in that sense. But for me, the nights are too cool, and that's not fabulous. That is not fabulous for me. Like if I can't be fabulous at night and warm in the summertime, you know what I mean, at some fabulous ass motherfucking Hollywood mansion party, bitch, that's not fabulous to me. If I have to have on a jacket at night in June, July, August, for me, that's not fabulous. No. The Arizona nighttime weather, baby, that's fabulous shit, but Arizona is so not fabulous. So not fabulous at all. There's fabulous places in LA. I like the culture of diversity and uniqueness. I love that. I really love that about LA. I love that people are just themselves. However, you know, fucking out there they want to be, they are. I like that. I really like that. Like for me, it's really just the weather and all the sirens, the constant sirens. I can't take it. I can't take it. And that's in the city. I'm sure that's not like that. It's showing. I'm sure it's not like that, like, in more fabulous or more rich areas. But in the city, all the sirens, and still with the fireworks. And see, I don't think them are fireworks. Like, I think the fireworks are being popped off because other shit is happening. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, this is why I gotta focus on getting paid, because I am creative nomad. You know what I mean? So I have to. I have to. I just have to. And this is really what I wanna. This is really the message that I want to send to you guys. Don't let any fucking thing be the reason that you do not win. Period. Let the let the options be: you win or you win, or you win, or you fucking win, or you win. Like, let that be it. Don't find a way to retreat. There are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. And there aren't any shortcuts. The shortest cut is putting in the work and being grateful. Being genuinely, honestly, sincerely grateful. When you've gotten there, the shit is not work. Even when it's work, you love it. You know what I mean? When I'm like just now, let me think. Yeah, honestly, right before I aired was my first time smoking today, and I didn't even smoke my full joint. It was my first time smoking today, and I was looking forward to this day, right? Because yesterday, I was socializing. I was supposed to be working, but I ended up not. Well, I worked. I just didn't get nowhere near the work done that I needed or wanted to get done. Both needed and wanted to get done. So today, in which it wasn't my first day like this, this is a part of me, um, realizing that I think what the last, and I won't say that I've gotten off. I've been creating a lot. I've been doing a lot of resin pieces because I got to get the website up. And speaking of, yes, the website is mostly up. It is live. It is published. So you guys can check that out. I do believe I have the link in the description, and I have updated it, so it does say the official launch will be August 15th. But it is up, it is ready, and I'm still working on it. It's not complete. I've been making a lot of phone calls to GoDaddy and getting a lot of assistance with how I can set it up the way I'm trying to get it set up. So I'll be finishing that this evening as soon as we get done with this episode. And yeah, if it's not launched before the 15th, it will be officially launched by the 15th. So that's dope. I'm very excited about that. And, like I said, this is my first time smoking my little piece of joint. Well, a piece of the joint. I didn't even smoke half. I just smoked a little bit. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Because, again, I'm inspired. I'm inspired to get this shit done and to do what I gotta do. He's sexy. We just had a little sexy new little roommate move in. Not that it matters. Y'all know I can't stand this fucking whorehouse. But, so anyway, you guys, and don't forget about the progress and accountability chain. I do have a really packed show planned for this Friday for the P.A.I.D celebration. So have your pen and papers ready, because we're going to be gonna have a list of black business highlights. Just because I didn't do it, I know I missed last Friday, right? And I don't think I did one the Friday before. So, got 2 weeks to catch up on. So, have a pen and paper handy. We're going to have the Black Business Highlight as the highlight for the P&A celebration. And, Yeah, I think that's it. You guys, again, share these episodes, email them to people, however you need to get the message out. Just get the message out there, let people know. Let our people know that there's messages out here being delivered and we all need to hear it. We all need to hear it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening and be inspired. Inspire someone. You know, don't quit. Don't ever give up. That shit, quitters don't get any fucking where in life, period. But just a bad attitude. And further, further, further backwards, further down than they were in each previous year. So aspire to inspire, you know what I mean? And just constantly shine. Constantly shine. Keep yourself polished. Stay hungry for more. Stay hungry for learning. And embrace the turmoil. Embrace the chaos. Embrace the fucking challenges in life. That shit makes us stronger. That shit makes us better. That shit shapes a better character for us. If we are wise. If we control ourselves and our actions and our speech and our mind and our thoughts, because only we can do it. There is no fucking savior. We are our savior. So let's get to it. Let's put in the fucking work. Results don't lie, and you cannot fake results. So let's just get it done. We got our backs. I got your six. You know what I'm saying? You keep your eye focused on the goal. Keep your eye focused on the goal. We're each other's crutches. So that's why we're creating this P&A chain, this progress and accountability chain, this thick ass chain. So, right, I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure you drink your water, stay hydrated. You know what we say. Stay black, stay proud, baby. Stay proud, stay black. Peace, y'all.